you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning, November 6th, 2019, and I'm headed into work for the day. And I just figured I'd just give you guys a quick update. Last night was the ABC broadcast of The Little Mermaid live. It was kind of like a split screen and cut jump and all kinds of cool way they did it, where they had the animated classic movie Little Mermaid showing, and then they would jump over to like a stage with live performances and stuff. They had Queen Latifah as Ursula, John Stamos as the chef, and it was really good. I think Shaggy was Sebastian the crab, and really cool production. They were doing like acrobatics, and like they had those like rope jigs set up where the people were like floating and flying through the air, and they used that to make it look like the mermaids were swimming in the air. And then they had like starfish, like guys dressed like huge starfishes, like spinning around in the air and going upside down and stuff. Really cool. I really enjoyed it. It was nice. So we watched that last night. Didn't have much else time to do anything. It was on from 7 to 9. Starting to get the onset of a sore throat. I mentioned it yesterday, but Grant came to me Monday with a nasty, gnarly cough. So it's just a matter of time before I get something like that. So I'm trying to get everything done at work. Did have a meeting with the big boss at work yesterday, and it went well. She knows the magnitude of this project that we're working on. This is for the SAN switch upgrade project. And so I was talking to her and stuff, and I've already gotten some of the quotes obtained, but we have a pretty hefty, beefy budget for cabling, which makes me happy because this stuff is it gets expensive quick, let's just put it that way. So I'm hoping and gonna try to get most of that completed today so I can get those quotes off and hopefully get the quotes back either today or tomorrow or something like that. Yeah, and I had the opportunity to download quite a bit of versions and pieces and parts of VMware ESX server. So I have the old version 3.5, which that VMware View says it required. I have 5.5 with a perpetual license key. Now I don't know if VMware View would work with that. I kind of don't see why it would not, but from my understanding, I think this VMware server is like basically a complete operating system. So I'm gonna have to essentially install it to a machine. I mean, I guess I could run it virtually, but I'll just do a physical. I have those old mining rigs still sitting around. They are not anything that's, you know, good in terms of hardware specs, like shitty proc, shitty memory, all of that, but I just want to test it out, get it up and running, and then go from there. So I'm going to be working on that today because I want to try to figure this out. I don't know if you guys remember, but last week I mentioned that I bought this PCOIP PCI card. I think that's going to be more along the lines of what I actually want to do. So that'll be something that serves up my one desktop to the network, so to speak. So we're gonna try that. If that works, I might end up getting more of those cards because there's like 20 bucks, I think. Yeah, I think it was 20 bucks. I'll explain more about that once I get it and see if it even works. I just hope it does. I don't know when I'm gonna get that though. That's like snail mail from China or some shit. I don't know. I'll have to look. It's from eBay, so you never know what you're gonna get sometimes. Some people ship like fast, almost like Amazon, and then some people it's like terrible. So yeah, yesterday was a busy, grueling day. It was like lunchtime and I already walked almost 2 miles. And it doesn't seem like much, but man, when you're my size and weight and all that, and wearing like boots, it just kills me and kills my feet and all that. But I'm just trying to get those thin clients up and running. I'm hoping I can get those figured out. I have quite a few of them. I think it'd be fun, or not fun, but I think it would be nice or work well if I can get those going. So that's it though. That's all I got to report. My work stock has been dwindling, man. So I bought in at 200. If you've been following, you know that I've been trading my 401k with my work stock, and it's been very, very profitable and positive all year long. And it's always the last quarter. I bought in when it dipped to obtain and get the dividend payment. It's like a $200-300 dividend payment. I'm like, yeah, I could really use that money. Well, I bought in at 200, and then it dipped all the way down, and it was at like 190. And 2 days ago, it closed at like 189, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, like 190 was kind of holding firm, and I'm like, dude, if it dips below 190, it could just run away and like drop. But it recovered yesterday, went up $3.25. So I don't know what that put it at, like 192, almost 193, somewhere close to there. So I mean, that's good. I'm really contemplating like selling if it goes above like 195, because it keeps dropping to 190. Like, I know that's a $5 loss, but if I sell at 195 and it drops back down to 190 and I buy back in, I've essentially recovered that $5 anyway. Like, I'm losing money by not being able to trade. So I go through this every year. Even this year, I was reluctant to buy in for that damn, what's it called, that dividend payment, but money's tight this time of the year, and I'm always like, oh, I can use the cash, and here we are. So we'll see what's going on, because I don't want to sell and like lose like $6,000 in profits in one trade. I mean, that's almost probably what I made in profits from trading for the year. I was making $1,000 at a pop, and so I just need to kind of play my cards right. So yeah, headed into work. Stay tuned for more. Alright guys, so I'm a little excited to share this with you. So in my quest to get these things up and running, these thin clients, I'm teaching myself an entirely new platform. So this is called VMware ESXi, and I'm running the server, and it's an older version of software that I found. It's version 5.5, 5.5.0, and I got it up and running on my server. I can connect to that network through that Cisco access point that I installed a week or two ago, and now I can run vSphere client local on this machine, and then this black box is my virtual machine that I'm running. So this is, it says operating system not found. Connect. Okay, cool. So let me see here. Let me hit stop. The guest operating system cannot be shut down because VMware Tools is not installed, is not running, or is not responding. Shut down the guest OS from the console or power off the VM from the context menu. Okay. Uh-oh. It's not working. Reset. Okay, we're gonna reset this bitch. Remote devote is connected to F is disconnected. Okay. So what I'm doing is I have a physical box running ESXi server 5.5, and it's an actual complete operating system. What it is a virtual host now. What that means is I should be able to spin up virtual servers on that virtual host. And that's what I'm working on doing. So I provisioned a Windows 7 test machine, and it kind of allocates those resources on the host, on the server, and then now I actually have to do an install of that operating system on the virtual server. That's what I'm working on now. So, like for instance, it's not gonna really show up, but right here is my first one machine here. So I'm gonna go and open up the hold on. I'm gonna open up the virtual manager. So here it is, and I'm gonna connect the CD drive. Oh, the issue I'm getting is it's saying operating system not found, but I want it to use my CD drive. Okay. I'm having an issue where it's not connecting the CD drive, and I'm not quite sure why. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Alright, so that's what I'm working on here. Let me see if I can get this thing to actually work here. Look at that, finally. Okay, I did reconfigure it. So this is a console that kind of essentially displays what you would see if you were physically connected to the machine, but the machine's not physical. This is incredible. Alright, so this is my first test. What I'm going to try to do, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing, but what I'm going to try to do is connect or install Windows 7, and then I think I need to load VMware View, I think. And then I think that'll allow me to be able to use the thin clients to connect directly to that. So, from my understanding, the thin clients or zero clients will connect to virtual desktops only. Because originally I was thinking like I could just like remote desktop into my physical boxes, and I don't think that'll work. So this is just something that I've been playing with today on and off. I really don't want to work on the SAN project cabling stuff. I got 3 of the 4 pieces figured out, and I'm exhausted. This is awesome, starting Windows. So I had to tweak the virtual machine settings to tell it to use the physical hard drive built into the host. So or not hard drive, CD drive, DVD drive. So that's allowed it. So when I powered it up, it automatically loaded from that disk. So this just looks like a standard Windows 7 install process. There it goes. So hit next. Install now. I have no clue how this is going to work because the hard drive, all of that sort of stuff was provisioned virtually. So I think it like allocated like 32 gigs or something for Windows 7. This is all just a test. If I can get this to work, I'm going to do all this again on a better server. This is a really old, shitty server. Which type of installation? Install. Yeah, 32 gig. That's what's available. I hope that's enough. I don't know. It says it's gonna install. Pretty cool. So then, I guess this will work like a normal server. This is crazy, dude. This is incredible. This is all basic sysadmin stuff. It's a modern miracle that I haven't played with or encountered this before. I feel kind of silly that I haven't messed with this sooner. But maybe what I'll try to do is install this host software and stuff on my other huge system here. huge, meaning that box has a lot of hard drives and stuff. I could not get Windows to install normally on that, so I might just run ESX host on there. But it has a lot of hard drive space. If you guys remember, this is the one that I couldn't get working easily with like Windows 7. But these are all, what are these? I thought they were 2 terabyte drives. And there's 4, 8, 12, 16. So there's, or maybe there are 3? Let me see. Shit, man. I don't even remember. These are SAS drives too. That's nice. I don't know why it won't tell me the capacity. This would make an awesome virtual host, I think. I don't know how much memory is in this thing, but the old ass machine that I'm using here as a test, it's got 6 gigs of RAM. And like only like 140 gigs of hard drive space. So like 32 gigs is allocated for the server of hard drive space, and 2 gigs of memory is allocated for just this one virtual server. So this thing's gonna be a freaking turd once it does get everything up and running and installed. But it's alright. It's quite alright. For release cursor, press Control Alt. Alright, so that's what I'm working on here. See if I can get this going. So, yeah. Finally, it took forever because this computer that I'm doing all this on is terribly slow and whatever, but this is incredible. This is preparing your desktop. This is Windows 7 Ultimate. It just installed.